Burn slow, if you hate, you get flamed out. Everybody in the States know my name now. 200K just chilling in the PayPal. I'm about to blow, get away, not a safe ground. All you niggas steady rapping with the same sound, fucking with the same bitches, kissing all the same mouths. I've been doing this since the playground. Just did a show in Detroit where they filmed the movie 8 Mile. I'm about to lose myself, I do myself. The truth is felt and you can tell. Shit, if I was you, I would shoot myself. Nah, if I was a scout, I'd recruit myself. Made an album, no budget, and recoup myself. Y'all niggas can't even tie your shoes yourself. Got a song worldwide on the radio. All independent, you signed and you got shelved. Damn. But I still gotta prove myself. No, I'm the greatest, where the belt at? 50 million plays on Facebook, I know they felt that. Haters fell back, cause they know that I melt tracks. I'm the shit, smell that. Rolling in the deep, where's the Dell at? Squatter, WTF gang, pulling up in 5 trucks. Don't get me fired up. I made a living off this music and you niggas ain't even made $5. Okay, I'm tired of debating, let me in the conversation. I've been running Arizona, boy. And I've been trying not to say it cause you don't deserve attention, but lately I'm getting so annoyed. The comments is hard to avoid, and anybody that want it can come and get destroyed. The funny thing is I'm living out in LA and went back home just for a week to see my other bitch in Illinois. I could take a break for a year, come back, and I know that it won't change. I'ma still be known around the globe, and you still gon' be a no name. You made a song, you was hoping that it might work. This time you open up for me, I hope your mic work. Your album hit the charts one day, it was gone day 2, that's what we call light work. Game over, I don't think the lights work. Y'all niggas getting washed, like my shirt. Shitting on my diet heavy in fiber, and don't nobody wanna see me in a cipher. I swear to God, if you give me it, the right first, the mic burst, you might get hurt from the backlash. When my song come on in the car, they start yelling from the backseat like they on cash cab, palms over Baghdad. Y'all niggas getting dropped like a baby getting held by a bad dad. Every time I diss clowns, don't nobody know who to diss about. Honestly, that's sad. Back to back, that's 2 in a row. Stupidest flow, coolest dude that you'll never know. I guess I'll smoke. That was like 2 years ago, so I'ma do it to him real quick. Homie, burn slow, let him know.
What's going on, YouTube? It's Brandon Brightside back at it again with another breakdown for UFC 202. This time it's the co-main event, the light heavyweight fight between Glover Teixeira and Anthony Rumble Johnson. Let's get right into it, not wasting any time. First, we got the records for Teixeira, 25-4, and then we have the record for Anthony Rumble Johnson is 21-5. Teixeira, classic boxer with great Brazilian jiu-jitsu and amazing takedown defense. Trained with Chuck Liddell for the longest time. Don't know, probably still in there a little bit, but obviously not to the extent that he would have been before. So he's that classic sprawl and brawl kind of boxer, kickboxer. So then we have Anthony Rumble Johnson, who also kind of that sprawl and brawl kind of boxer, but he's got more wrestling credentials on paper. But he doesn't like to use them too much. He likes to stand there and bang with you. And he, like I said before, he likes to throw those low kicks and that body kick and that head kick to throw you off balance and clip you with that big punch. So now we'll go right into it and break down their last losses. We had Teixeira's last loss was to Phil Davis in the 3rd round. It was a unanimous decision. And to me, it wasn't a very interesting fight, especially because I like to watch Glover fight. And it wasn't up to par with Glover. It was exactly like every Phil Davis fight ever, which doesn't mean it was a bad fight, just was not entertaining for the common fan, and it wasn't too entertaining for me, just because when I see no action, I want there to be a reason for it. I want someone to be nullifying someone else. I don't want there to be no action because someone's just running away and doesn't want to get hit, and then people squeaking out decisions and then wrestling them and doing no damage because they just simply want to take no damage. And it's a kind of gentleman's thing where if I don't hit you, you won't hit me. That's what a lot of these guys think is going on. That's what a lot of these guys tend to do. They'll take you down and not do any damage. And that was that fight. And honestly, it pissed me off for Glover. So let's break down Johnson's last loss, and that was to Daniel Cormier. And Daniel did what everybody else has done that has beaten Anthony Johnson, with exception to one guy. His name is escaping me right now. But there was one guy that was the eye pokes. And then Anthony came back and KO'd him in his next fight. So it was a little bit fishy. But everybody else that had beaten Anthony beat him pretty much the same way, and that's out wrestle him. Break his spirit, and just out wrestle him. And it's funny because we're going to exclude the one loss, the eye pokes, and we're going to call that a draw in my books. So we're going to say 21-4. Out of those 4 fights, I think the one was a decision loss, and then the other 3 were all 3 rear naked chokes. One by Vitor, one by Daniel Cormier, which we're talking about, and Josh Koscheck. All 3 of them. Took him down, just kind of beat him up on the ground, broke his will, gassed him out, and then choked him. That's how they beat him. So, so yeah. There is a definite blueprint to beating Anthony Rumble Johnson. Now, has Teixeira found it? Who knows? But we're going to step past that for right now and break down the last wins. For Teixeira, it was that first round KO of Rashad Evans, which is brutal. Brutal. The left hook really sent Rashad out, and then this one powerful follow-up punch on the ground. A right hand, kind of that swinging uppercut that you do against the fence. And it was over. Rashad stood up, asked what happened. The punch didn't look very powerful, but Glover's got that kind of power in his hands, and that's why I give Rashad the benefit of the doubt in that one and say holy shit to Glover, because he's proven that he has the power in his hands, and maybe that wasn't just Rashad's done moment. So looking past the maybe Rashad's done moment, break it down, Glover just KO'd Rashad. There was a time where that was a really big thing. When Lyoto did it, people's jaw dropped. You know what I mean? And I don't have the record actually right up in front of me right now, but Rashad hasn't been KO'd very many times. It doesn't happen that often. This isn't a situation where it's a guy that gets clipped often and goes down often. Rashad's just had a couple fights now where he's facing some guys that have sent him down. Teixeira took him out, and it was impressive. It's a good fight, and I say watch it. So then we have Johnson's last win, which was to Bader, and Johnson went in there, threw I think it was just the jab, and Ryan shot straight for that double just like everybody knew he would, and Johnson sprawled, got on him. Ryan kind of grabbed a Kimura, sat there with it for a bit. Johnson mounted him, knowing that, Bader can't let go of this Kimura. He was in a bad position. It wasn't a Kimura from guard. I think it was straight up from like a side control, but Ryan was belly down is how he caught it. It was a weird position. Ryan was trying to recover, couldn't recover. Anthony eventually just kind of flattened him out and laid some bombs down. And honestly, it was one of those kind of Shane Carwin, Frank Mir situations where, yeah, it's a big guy dropping big bombs, but when you see the guy flatten out and you realize he's KO'd, you're kind of like, is he out or is he just laying there? You can't tell. You really can't tell. You don't know half the time whether he's out or whether he's laying there with big guys like that, because maybe he's just hurt, or maybe, holy shit, he just got flattened. And Bader just, it looked so weird, just like the Frank Mir one where they just kind of flatten out and they lay down. There's no shock effect. It's kind of just like a, oh, it's over moment. And Anthony has those moments on the ground, where he hits you once and it's like, oh shit, it's done already. You don't even have a chance to get excited for it until afterwards. So that's definitely something to look out for in this fight. So let's just step past the wins now and go right into the actual prediction of it and what I think is going to happen. And I think Johnson's going to come out like a bat out of hell. Teixeira's going to kind of back up, use that technical striking, and I think it's just going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Johnson might try to wrestle with him, but I don't think Johnson will take Teixeira down. He might get one or two, but I don't think it will happen. And I think it'll eventually be a sprawl. I think Teixeira will kind of stay on him, you know, and I think he'll cause enough damage in those sprawls and in the scrambles getting back up to make the judges give him a decision. I think Teixeira will edge out the decision over Anthony Johnson in the last 2 rounds. I give the first round to Johnson and the last 2 rounds to Teixeira if I really had to guess. And so yeah, that's my prediction on this one. The co-main event is Teixeira winning by decision. But I think it's going to be an awesome fight. They're going to stand there and bang. It's going to be back and forth. It's going to be so good. So I can't wait, because someone could definitely get knocked the fuck out. Someone easily could get knocked the fuck out. I don't think it's going to happen, but I could be wrong. So check out the fights. Come back, comment, say I was fucking wrong. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll make some reactions of the fights that I break down. So yeah, be looking out for my next video. My next video is going to be the Diaz-McGregor breakdown. The big one, the main event, the show to end all shows. You know, I'm probably going to do a big video on it, break it down huge, and give some nice little highlights. So be looking out for it. Thank you guys for watching. Do your thing, and enjoy life. Peace out.